How's it going out there, man?
I'm doing the most I can right now. I can't practice for spring ball, which is a real bummer for me, but, I'm just working my tail off right now to try and get back into the swing of things.
What does that involve? Like, how are you spending your time?
Well, I'm limited to a lot of things right now just because I have, my back injury and then the wrist, so I can't do, arm stuff, a lot of arm stuff. So Brett and Steve do a good job of, being creative and giving me a lot of opportunities just to do different things with just making sure I maintain my strength. So.
Talk about your position. It's a young position, not a lot of, I don't think any seniors or even juniors. Talk about the guys you're seeing out there and how are they doing?
From what I've seen on film and what I've seen, during practice, I feel like they're doing pretty well. Like you said, a lot of youth, so they're trying to make sure they learn the playbook and, how to just operate in the defense. And for the most part, I feel like they're doing a pretty good job. One of our redshirt juniors, Cy, he's been the leader so far, and he's been doing really well and improving.
Is it kind of a weird position to be in? Like you're like the outside linebacker, maybe with the most experience on the team. Is that kind of weird being just a second-year guy and just being in that spot? Or?
Yeah, it is weird. It's kind of weird, I guess, but I expect a lot out of myself. Last season, I felt like I did all right. I got a lot of experience just from Alani getting injured and me coming in early. Cy has a lot of experience. Alani came in a lot last season, so the room has experience, but also has a lot of youth. So there's still a lot of stuff I can learn and get better at. So I'm looking forward to doing that this year.
Is the back where you think it should be at this point, or do you feel like things are progressing as they should?
Yeah, for sure. They are. I feel like I don't want to give a percentage or anything, but they said it was going to be a 6-month period, and I'm about 4 months in. I feel pretty good, So if they told me I had to try and practice today, I would go out there and I would be able to run around and everything, But just as for contact and everything, that's the only thing that I would worry about for right now.
When you're dealing with backs, that's obviously a very scary issue. How scary was that when this originally happened?
Yeah, it was going on for a while throughout the season. The pain started up about week 4, week 5, but when I actually fractured it in the UNLV game, it was pretty scary, because it could have been a lot worse. I'm glad I'm just walking around and being able to get back to where I could be, and so it's a blessing, and I'm glad that I am where I am.
You do get an opportunity to see some of the other linebackers and how things are going. Just maybe your overall thoughts on the position.
Both Sam and Will, we got some good players out there right now. I think Cy and Sione have been the ones who've been the starters so far. They've done a great job out there. I've been watching film on both of them. Like he said, we have a lot of youth in the group right now, but the future looks bright for sure.
Are you seeing anything different or obvious in terms of with Coach Mendenhall back as a defensive coordinator?
Yeah, I feel like the biggest change probably is just our discipline level. There's a lot of things that he's enforcing. Just the biggest thing is probably effort, running to the football, which is the hardest thing. And then, the biggest part in that is just making sure that you're making a great habit of just running to the football constantly, over and over again at 100%. So that's probably the biggest change I've seen.
I'm a bit rusty on the roster. Who's Cy when you say Cy?
Cy Tautu, he's number 31. Okay. He's a redshirt junior.
That's right.
Yeah. So he's been taking not a lot of people know about him. He got in here and there throughout the season, but he's progressed. He's taken huge steps throughout spring ball. I feel like he'll play a huge part in this upcoming season.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.